This film starts with Captain Maverick. He has been an aviator for more than 30 years, so he knows what to do. Everyone in the Air Force knows and likes him, because he has done a great job in every mission he has embarked on. Maverick has now been assigned to a Top Gun mission. He has a lot of expectation from everyone. When he arrives, he enters Top Gun and discovers that nothing has changed. His images are still on display and people recognize him. One of his co-workers has progressed to the rank of superior pilot and he is pleased to see him. Captain Maverick has no idea what will happen during the mission. He goes to the Top Gun in order to inquire about the mission, what this mission is about and what he has to do here. According to the command, the enemies have an evil eye on them, and they have a secret base in the mountains that no one can approach, with the exceptions of the army and Captain Maverick. They are going to bring them out, and they must be killed and destroyed, because their foes shoot a rocket at them from the mountains. Annihilating them is a wonderful thing, but there is a problem. The mountain map is quite complicated. After witnessing it, it's impossible to tell from where the first mountain begins and ends, and the location of the other indicates that it is completely upside down. First of all, Captain Maverick and his team has to find the base and to understand the map, as well as identifying where the path begins. As a result, they can attack their base, which is their challenging expedition. That's why Captain Maverick has been assigned to this operation. So the captain can be confused because he is already been informed. He is informed of the number of pilots that have already arrived. Among the lads, Captain identifies a boy who is the son of one of his friends. His companion died and he sacrificed his life for sake of his country. All the pilots were called to the conference room, including Captain Maverick, because he is new and everyone is informing him. They introduce him as their commanding officer and further added, whatever assignment he assigns, they must complete it. Now Captain Maverick, their trainer, is in front of the microphone and dies. He instructs them on how to work while looking through the book that all of the pilots and captains are holding. There are all the laws and regulations in place. When Captain Maverick sees this, he becomes enraged. He instructs them to toss the book, and by doing so he claims, you should listen to what I have to say, because I don't follow these books. The real thing is your knowledge and experience. Until then, you will have to rely on these books for support. It is now time for them to proceed to the training area. While on his way, he notices his friend's son. Captain Maverick stops and tries to talk with him. However, he is rude and claims, you are to blame for my father's death. Don't try to talk to me directly because I don't want to talk to you. Captain Maverick has stopped speaking because he believes Captain Maverick was liable for his father's demise. Everyone now notices Captain tried to converse with him and he responds angrily. Now all of the pilots are gathering abroad their planes at the location where the training will begin. It's called the top fight. All of the pilots attempt to destroy their planes in a fake way to see how precise their target is and how they can pass any plane, because there are no bullets or missile in the plane's launching system. This is for their training practice. Captain Maverick now chooses to have fight with them, in which all the pilots are on one side while Captain Maverick is on the other side. They all will try to attack on him. If Captain Maverick wins against them, each of the pilots will have to do 200 push-ups. And if the pilots win, Captain Maverick will perform what the others will say. Now is the time for the competition to begin. Captain Maverick turns his jet around and flies in front of everyone. He crashes their jet in a fake manner one by one with a fake attack. None of the aviators were able to damage his plane. It means Captain Maverick has won, and now they must perform 200 push-ups and reduce their energy level. In their hearts, they gain more respect for Captain Maverick, because they have realized he ain't any average pilot or man. If they wish to become excellent pilots, they must follow his directions. It will be increased and they will improve as a result of learning. On the other hand, there are pilots who are unaware of Captain and the boy's relation whose father was Captain's friend. They learn that his father had died as a result of his action. But it's not the fact that I'm telling you the truth. Captain Maverick was actually a co-pilot when his friend was a pilot at the time. Captain Maverick managed to save himself, but his friend died. As the result, his son believes his father died as a result of him, or he didn't save his father's life. Now Captain Maverick tells them to go to the mountains where the enemies are located. Captain instructs him where to go and how to attack by finding ways. Now their training was insufficient to go and fight there. They are now required to return to the field for training. They have ongoing classes in which Captain Maverick teaches them new skills. One day in class, a horrible situation occurs. Every boy in the class is aware of the boy's feelings for Captain Maverick. Everyone now begins to mock him, claiming your pater died as a result of the captain. Captain Maverick is a decent man, and they say weird things like this. The boy is arguing with the boy who said it, as well as the other boys. Captain Maverick enters and begins to berate them why they fight so much, how they can be a good team if they constantly fight with each other. To build a strong team, you need unity, something you don't have. And I don't believe you are the right person for this mission with me. Captain Maverick approaches his superior in charge, a colleague who is a top gun. Iceman introduces himself. Captain informs him my team used to battle with unity. How they will work together if they are constantly fighting. Instead of destroying the hostile party, I am terrified my team will be destroyed. Despite his illness, Iceman reminds him that they can be taken as a team. He has the ability to lead teams and create teamwork between them. Captain Maverick returns after hugging each other. He believes that participating in a team activity improves unity. He organized a volleyball match once he arrived. They start playing and don't consider it a professional training. Rather, they enjoy themselves and have formed a close bond with another one. After a few days, the news arrives that Iceman, Captain Maverick's companion, has died. Captain Maverick gets emotional by his expiration and salutes in his funeral. He goes through all of his funeral rites with tears in his eyes. He was depressed as a result of his friend's demise. After that, all of the pilots gather in one place for their final training. Captain Maverick informs them that they will now embark on the mission. They must work together as a team and they must return with victory. He led them to a location and the pilots followed behind him. They finally make it to the top of the mountain where the enemies are hiding. As the mountain was covered in ice, they have trouble in detecting, but they have proper ammunition, including a rocket with which they can defend themselves. And they might be able to figure out where their place is by setting the missile. Their foes assailed after a while, and Captain Maverick's plane is destroyed. The attack was launched by foes aircraft. Fortunately, Captain Maverick lands at a safe distance and survives once more. As soon as he opens his eyes, he was confronted by a helicopter of foes. Just as they were about to discharge the fire, his friend's son, who always despised him, comes on his plane. He destroys all enemy planes and the base were destroyed. His friend's son, who has saved Captain Maverick's life, launches his plane into the air to strike the enemies. However, the enemy's aircraft crashes into him. He opens a parachute and descends. Captain Maverick goes there to see whether he is okay, who is fine. They are now gaining understanding and teamwork is beginning. They enter the base where they board on another plane. Captain Maverick is the pilot of the plane and the boy is his co-pilot. Now we have a flashback scenario where Captain was working as a co-pilot with his friend. His child is with him today, and their collaboration has a distinct advantage. They invade their foes and begin to annihilate them. Their bases, aircrafts, everything else is all under their control. The opponent's weaponry, bases and aircrafts have all been destructed. Their mission is accomplished after they were utterly decimated. Captain Maverick and his crew were overjoyed. When they entered the Top Gun, they have been cordially welcomed. They began to admire them a lot and they started clapping because they have completed their mission with teamwork and honesty. By seeing everyone hugging each other, we can state how adeptly Captain Maverick has trained them. He maneuvered them professionally and created a bond between them. Concordance was the reason of their triumph. Now the flick draws its conclusion with smile and happiness of everyone. Well, that's all for today. Thank you.